Hi folks, how you all doing? Cross6 here. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the channel. Albeit it's going to be a brief one. I've got two gameplays for you today. In the little Tier 8 French light tank, the ELC Even 90. It's a cracking little tank, this, it really is. So as I say, two gameplays, one on steps, this one here, and the other one on Muravanka. It's turned out to be okay-ish games for me, not too shabby. Not too bad at all. But anyway, I have an announcement to make. So whilst we watch the gameplay in the background, I'm going to get on and tell you what my announcement is. So bear with me. So after a lot of deliberation with myself, I've finally decided to end the channel, to not do any more videos on World of Tanks or anything else for that matter. My reasoning behind it is, well, about 2 years, just over 2 years ago, I decided that I was going to start a YouTube channel and you know, all that kind of thing. And everybody, you have hopes and dreams, don't you? You hope that people are going to enjoy watching your content and, you know, they're going to start liking and subscribing and all that kind of stuff, which helps the channel grow. It really does. And that's really what I wanted to achieve. And unfortunately, I've been unable to do that. And I've been at it for, as I say, over 2 years, on and off of putting videos together out there that, you know, and to all the people that have watched my stuff right the way through and liked and subscribed, I really appreciate you. I really, really do. It means the world to me. It really, really does. But the issue I have is that, and this is what really brought me to the decision to kind of call it a day, I guess. And that is, as I say, for 2 years, I've been making content and putting it out there, and you want your channel to grow. And you can only do that if people, one, enjoy your content, and when you look at the analytics after every video, you see that there's a few people that might watch it and then they don't like or subscribe and all that kind of stuff. And it's all about the algorithm within YouTube that helps to promote your video, to get your content out there, so that hopefully more people get to see it, and then more people will hopefully go on to like and subscribe, which is really what the end game is. For me, I wanted to grow the channel to a point where, you know, I had a fair few subscribers and a few likes and views and all that kind of stuff across my videos. Unfortunately, that's not happening. And the issue I have with it, for me personally, is obviously you can't force people to watch your stuff, like or subscribe. Of course you can't. And I get that. But after 2 years, I kind of gave myself the 2 year point to say, well, you know, if I've got 1,000 subscribers and I'm getting a few views, then yeah, I'll know I can keep on doing it. But realistically, it costs me real hard-earned cash every month for the video editing software and all this kind of stuff in order to put the videos together in the first place. And it takes a lot of time as a content creator. And I'm sure other content creators will back me up on this if indeed they do watch this, is that it takes a lot of time to put a video together. One, you've got to get the footage, and I always use my own footage. I don't generally tend to use anybody else's footage, purely and simply because it's not that much of a challenge to me to go into World of Tank replays and have a look at the different replays and think, oh, that looks a good one, oh, I'll use that one. I've always tried to get my own content and put my own content out there, and it's not to blow your horn or anything like to say, you know, oh, look at me, I'm such a fabulous, fantastic, fandabiosi player. It's nothing like that at all. It's all about, you get good gameplay and you think, well, I wonder whether, you know, some of my subscribers and my viewers would like to watch this, and you try to make it interesting. You really do. You try to make it interesting, and it's very, very difficult, especially when there's not a lot happening in the game or whatever, and you've got to kind of try and let it speak for itself without coming across as being too arty-farty. As I say, you know, taking you back to that, oh, look at me, I'm a unicum, I'm great, and this, that, and the next thing. And it's very difficult to kind of promote something that isn't getting very many views, and certainly not getting the subscribers. So I kind of gave myself an ultimatum and said, well, you know, I'm going to keep going for a little bit longer yet, and if things don't change, then evidently it may well be the case that people aren't really enjoying my stuff. And if that's the case, then it's a waste of, not a waste, that's not the right word to use, but it's kind of it's not really achieving what I want to achieve on the YouTube channel, which is a shame, because I really do enjoy putting the videos together for you guys, and trying out, putting different intros together and outros and all that kind of stuff, and then the voiceover, and it's honestly, trust me, it takes a lot of time and effort to keep it going. So an average video for me, say it may well be 10 minutes long, which is about the average for YouTube videos these days. It would take me hours to put that together and do the voiceover and try and find something fresh to talk about, because if you're honest about it, how many videos are out there for all the different tanks in the game? There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, trust me. So for me personally, you can only do so many videos on so many tanks that people get to the point where they think, well, I've seen that before, I know all about that tank, I know how it plays. Oh, I went and bought it on the premise of watching a video by, I don't know, Klaus or Skills or Des Games or Quickie Baby, all the great content creators, and fair play to them, because they're very good at what they do. Is people like Klaus Kellerman is highly entertaining, and I can't recommend enough to go over to his channel, watch his stuff, and like and subscribe to his channel, because he's one of the great content creators, as is Skills and Quickie Baby and Des Games and all these other the bigwigs, if you like, of the content creators for World of Tanks. But for me, I'm just a small fry, very, very small fry in a rather large ocean. And so there's times when, you've got to be honest and true to yourself and say, is this really worth me carrying on doing this? And I've kind of came to the decision that it's not. It's just not worth it for me anymore. Because, as I say, it costs me money every month to keep the video editing software going, and when you're getting very, very little feedback in regards to your videos, it really deflates you. And I'm not deflated about it now. I was. It is quite a hard pill to swallow when you put so much effort into something, and you try really hard to make something, put something together that other people are really going to enjoy, because that's why you do it in the first place. You don't make any money out of YouTube unless you're one of the big content creators, and I can honestly tell you from the bottom of my heart, it's cost me money to put videos out there, and you don't make anything. Well, I certainly haven't made anything, not a bean, not nothing, not a scrap. I'm sat at the bottom of the table on the floor, and not a scrap has come off of that table towards me, I can assure you. So you don't get any money from content creators. And YouTube have got this thing that you've got to have 1,000 likes, 1,000 subscribers before they'll even consider monetizing your channel. And that, let's be honest, after 2 years, I don't think that's just going to happen for me. I think it's I think I'm on a losing streak in regards to that. So I've finally made the decision that this was going to be my last video. I'll leave the videos up there and I'll keep the channel open, but I won't close it all down and delete and all that kind of stuff. So I will keep it all open, and for future reference, if somebody happens across it, then great. But yeah, so with a very, very heavy heart, I've kind of said to myself, enough is enough. You've tried your best, it didn't work, and you can't really ask for any more than that, can you? Really, let's be honest about it. And I hope a lot of my videos have brought a smile to your face, and all the subscribers and people that have watched my stuff and liked it and subscribed. Thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Honestly, it's amazing, and it makes you feel great as a content creator when you put a video out there and people watch it and like it and find you get new subscribers and stuff. But it's heartbreaking when you don't. And you've got to ask yourself the reason. Well, is that because the quality of my content isn't that great? And let's be honest about it, not everybody can be fabulous and great and all this kind of stuff. But you've got to give it a bash, haven't you? You've got to give it a try. I mean, if you don't give it a try, you'll never ever know. And that's it. And I think after 2 years of trying, I think it's fair to say that I've given it a good crack of the whip. And unfortunately, it's just not worked out. And I guess, know, I'm one of these content creators who will become a statistic in regards to kind of fading off into the background, if you like, which is what I've decided to do. And it is with a heavy heart. It really, really is, because, as I say, I love putting the content out there, and I love putting the videos together and putting the effort in. But when you don't get any views, and the people are just not going to subscribe and all that kind of thing, it's really disheartening, and you get to the point where it then becomes frustrating, and you try to think of other ways of trying to get your stuff out there. You try thinking of different avenues of approach of, well, is there any other way I can make this video more exciting or funnier or more interesting, more engaging? And it's very, very difficult to, when it's a set thing like just tanks, and you've got all these other content creators out there that are doing the same but are well established. So it's very, very difficult, and they are very, very good. You know, as I said, Klaus is superb, and please go over to his channel and watch his stuff if you haven't done so already, because he's brilliant. He really is. And if you're just starting in this game, then definitely by all means go and see Klaus, Skills, Quickie Baby, the Mighty Jingles, Des Games. They're all great content creators, and I doff my cap to them because they are very, very good. But for me, unfortunately, this is the end. So with a great sadness, I wish us all the very, very best in the world, and thank you so much for the people that have supported me so far. Really means the world to me. But I'd like to say until the next one, but I'm afraid it's not going to be that. So everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and New Year. Stay safe, and I hope all your family is well, and you don't get hit with this pathetic COVID or this omnivirus, whatever you, on a micron or whatever they call it. But till then, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful life, and thank you to everybody that has supported me so far. It means the world, and I can't thank you enough. So on that note, I'm going to sign off. So take care. Bye bye.